All right, what's up everybody? My name is GN. This video is a comparative analysis of deployment assist technologies on different blades. It's also a response to GM Brand Frank's comparative analysis between the Emerson Wave and his technology, the BRAMP. First, I want to say that I think that the BRAMP is a great technology and it's a great contribution to the knife world. But there were inaccuracies in his comparative analysis. One of those things is that while both can be deployed on access, that you can't deploy the blade with the Emerson Wave mid-fight as you might be able to do with the BRAMP, and that is totally inaccurate. You can absolutely deploy both of these knives from closed positions in hand mid-fight. But it's a terrible idea to do that because in order for both of these blades to be deployed, you would need to clear a pathway for that blade to come out. And in order for you to do that from a fighting position, you would need to clear that pathway, diminishing your grip in a really bad way. And you're telling me that's not a fine motor skill to go from here to here so that in fight you can deploy that knife? It's a terrible idea. Theoretically, in demos, it looks good because I can go like this, no problem, right? I think the viability of going from a closed position, striking, into an open position, into blade, mid-fight, under stress, is a terrible idea. If you're going to pull your blade out, pull it out as a blade and don't muck around with it being some sort of an impact device. If you were to transition from an impact device to a blade, you probably want to gain some distance. And you probably want to deploy that, not mid-fight, not in fight, I should say, but after having earned your space to do so. This whole idea that I can be punching with this thing and then all of a sudden like deploy it, terrible idea. Theoretically, yes, and if you want to train for that, go for it, but it's a terrible idea. The next thing is that this can be used to scrape and to hammer. I think I already addressed that. If you were to make a proper fist where the primary striking surface are these knuckles, then you would, number one, be compromising the integrity of your fist in order to be able to expose that as a striking surface. And to use it as a hammer, you would need to compromise that grip such that it really doesn't make sense. It would make way more sense to deliver full force strikes with a solid fist than it would be with a little scrapey scrape device that could compromise you losing your tool mid-fight. So again, both are great technology, and if you want to train for it, yeah, all day long you can. And you can theoretically deploy both of these mid-fight, but I think the strength of both of these technologies is accessing, right? Deployment on access. I know it's a cool thing, and I hate to, burst a lot of people's bubbles, but transitioning a knife from an impact device to an edged weapon while entangled, fucking terrible idea. Don't even think about it, all right? But again, Emerson Wave, great technology. BRAMP, great technology. There's even this thing from Cold Steel, this tie light, whatever this thing is, great technology. But all of these things are not magic pills. And like, if you think you're gonna magically, consistently deploy all of these knives under stress, and relying on these open assist features, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, they're great. You can train for them, sure, but I wouldn't rely on it. The proper way, the most reasonable way to deploy a knife is if you've got the time and the space to do so, and if you are legally justified to use a knife as a lethal force option to begin with. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Peace.